Okay, y'all, it's a couple of days later and I am back. So, this is what I have decided. Because I was saying that I feel like I need to move some things around. I'm about to start moving some things. So, these, I believe that's coreopsis. They are extremely tall. And I think it's just because, it's not as bright up here as it is in the back. And I did move these from the back. So I think they're just kind of leggy because they don't get as much sun as they would like. But yeah, they're extremely tall. So I'm actually going to group them. So I'm going to take that one from over there, this one, that one back there isn't getting so big, and that one back there isn't either. So I'm not really sure what that's about. But yeah, I'm going to take all of them. I'm going to make like a little curve over here. So instead of adding hydrangeas right there, I'm going to go ahead and swoop these around. And I'm actually thinking of cutting them down to, hopefully make them grow in shorter. I don't know. I may end up just getting rid of these altogether up in the front. I only brought them up here because they had just, spread so much in the back and I had them. So I just took them out and brought them up here. Let me show you the ones in the back right quick. So here are the ones in the back, and they are getting some shade now, but it's like 6. It's a little after 6 p.m. But yeah, they're in full sun for most of the day. So I like the fullness right here. And it's not all just the same thing, because I do have some salvia. I have this one, and then I have a little one that came from that one. I don't know if it's seeded or if it just spreads. I don't really know how that happened, but I dug it up and moved it over there so it can fill in that spot gradually, slowly. But you see how much shorter these are? Like that one. I don't know. And they all came from right in here. And I thought originally that they were taller because when I moved them, they were taller. Or some of them were. And I thought that was because they were so crowded. But even up there, they're still super tall. So I don't know. I'm just gonna go ahead and move them over to the side. And you see like a couple of these, like that one and that one, has just a nice little bush. I don't know why those couldn't do that. But anyway, yeah, so this is where it came from. And even these that are taller, and something is eating these. I noticed it yesterday. I don't really know what's going on. You can see it really good on this one. See how ate up that is? I don't know if that's from aphids or what, but it's just like, it's not bad all over, but it's definitely noticeable. It's noticeable because you see how sparse that one looks, and it should look fuller with all the stems that are in there. But anyway, yeah, so this is where it came from, and that's how that all looks. And so that's the beginning of my redesign of this bed, is moving those. And I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting on these while I'm out here as well. So what I have to decide, and see, part of the problem with this bed is that because it stays shaded for so long, like at some point later, it will get to where it's getting more and more sun. So it'll turn into a spot that could handle where a full sun plant could live. But it's just not like that all the time like it is in the back. But yeah, so I was saying, one of the things with this bed is that because of that, things don't fill in as fast. So it just looks sparse for longer. And I guess I need to kind of take that into consideration as I'm like adding plants, because like the moms, they'll come on up fairly quick. Like all this stuff that you see, and even like those hostas came up so much faster than the white ones. I had a couple where you can actually see leaves, but that green and white one is coming up so much slower than that other green one. So I just kind of need to keep things like that in mind. if I, you know, replace anything in here to kind of figure out what the growth habit or rate is. Well, not rate, but growth habit, like how early that kind of stuff will come up. Because it does make it a little difficult when I get ready to start moving things around like this. Because some of this space that looks empty, when stuff is actually, first of all, when it just grows at all, it's going to fill in. But then especially like over time, when it starts getting to its full size, it's really going to fill in. Like that right there wasn't that big last year. So I'm just waiting to see how big these green and white hostas are gonna be this year. But yeah, okay, so yeah, I'm gonna move those, and I have some chamomile that I need to seed. So I'm actually thinking of kind of throwing some back around where I'm about to move this stuff. I don't know yet. I don't know. I might. Oh, there's another little hosta coming up right there. I didn't see that one. I was looking at that one. But yeah, as far as these ground covers, I'm trying to decide what I want to do with them, because originally when I started talking about kind of bringing it in, I was just going to pull it to the front. So basically just kind of cut some off and keep it where it's just like going across the front. But as I thought about it, I kind of like the idea of letting it like kind of like go off in. So instead of making it smaller by chopping it off here, maybe cutting some of this out and letting it just kind of curve on around like it's doing. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and get started though. I think I'll start with moving these first. And another thing, this is why I hesitated to do this, but I was thinking about it just a little while ago and decided to go ahead with it. But when I cut these or transplant these, when I moved them last year after they had already got tall like this, they were super floppy. Like they had already rooted in their original spot. So when I moved them, I had to stake them. So see, like right now how tall they are, and they're just standing there. They were that tall, and I had to support them. So I'm like, I'm kind of expecting that, but I'm also still thinking about cutting them back. So we'll just see how it all goes. If nothing else, at the rate that they're multiplying in the back, I can replace them. Or I can just get rid of them if I don't like how it all comes out. Okay, let me get started. Go. Oh, there's a big space right there.